Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 15-minute contest, and I hand you over to our referee, Ollie Geddes.
So, Jay Herridge in the dark blue gi, taking on Mobast Hussein in the black gi. Blue belt match here. And Dan, a teammate of yours is Jay Herridge.
Yeah, Jay I've been training with since he was about 9 years old. He's 17 now. He's an absolute beast. But he is competing against another Carlson Gracie prodigy. Both these kids, teenagers, absolute monsters, winning adult divisions. This is a very, very interesting match.
So Mobast representing Carlson Gracie, looking for some tricky guard work to end up in top position here after a fast guard pull.
Mobast, I imagine, is going to look to try and roll backwards to get the sweep here.
Well, he sneaks the knee through.
Jay stuffs it, immediately attacks. He's gone for a loop choke here.
Yeah, Mobast looking for the shin on shin, now choosing to stand back up and trade out on the feet again. Let's see if he's going to choose that guard pull position.
Jay is a featherweight. Mobast is a lightweight. So a slight weight difference here due to a change of opponents originally for Jay, but a really exciting match for two of the most exciting up-and-coming.
And Herridge chooses to jump guard now. Yeah, you can certainly tell he is perhaps the slightly smaller of the two competitors here this evening.
Yeah, he absolutely is. But what he lacks in size, he makes up for in stoic, Terminator-like expressions, as well as lightning-fast movements and some of the most aggressive attacks at arm bars that you will ever see.
What I should say is we've now graduated to 15-minute matches for these gentlemen, so we've got about 13 minutes still left in this one, and there's no way they're keeping this pace up for 15 minutes.
Well, I don't know. They're both kids, so they're pretty much like Energizer bunnies at this age, so who knows? We absolutely could see this pace go on for the full 15 minutes.
Really interesting grip from Mobast on the leg. He's used it a couple of times now.
You're wrapping the gi up in between the legs now. Jay's going to really struggle to pass if he allows his grip to stay underneath the legs there. See, his leg is through, but that grip stays. It means that Jay can't continue the movement round to side control.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to just focus on breaking that grip.
Mobast has grabbed onto Jay's right leg there. I can imagine he's going to look to set up a straight leg lock there. Jay's trying to back step over the top of it. Really dynamic, exciting sweep and passing attempts here. Mobast gets the sweep.
Hunting
Jay
the back
now,
constantly.
Jay's locked onto the foot now. He's going to look to attack. And I imagine look to come back on top and then look to pass.
And Jay almost had to put his own back on the mat there to protect it, to stop Mobast from constantly hunting towards that back take.
Looks like they're caught up in a bit of a 50-50 position here.
Yeah, tough to tell from our vantage point exactly what the legs are doing.
What do you think of this 50-50 guard, Josh?
I think without the use of heel hooks, it's always a little bit tricky.
I straight up hate it. Jay going for a straight ankle lock there. Looks like he's still got it, still attacking quite aggressively on it here.
Yeah, he's got a very contorted angle on the knee as well.
He's going to try and grab onto the lapel and put everything he's got into it. Again, one of these positions, much like Jack Cronin's triangle earlier, where you don't want to put too much energy in these long 15-minute rounds. You don't want to put too much energy into one submission attempt, because if it doesn't work, you are going to be exhausted.
Yeah, really burn your forearms out.
This is a dynamic match. Incredibly technical movements, fast, quick, agile.
So we've got 11 minutes left here.
Mobast throwing up for a triangle. What I like about these kids as well, both submission hungry. You're not going to see any stalling from these kids.
I was going to say, there's no static time, is there, Dan? They're both looking for their own grips. They're both looking to attack. But you've got to say it's Mobast really being the more active in terms of trying to apply his game at the moment.
Jay's back onto a straight footlock, belly down now. This is interesting.
This is a tough position. Well, he's chosen to let completely go of the foot.
Wow.
I'm not entirely sure how Ollie Geddes is going to restart it. How they're going to reset this one. I wasn't sure if that was a submission or not, the way our referee was grabbing, but they're going to restart from standing.
You just cannot tell what he is thinking.
quick guard pull. And it's such an interesting guard position he pulls into every time.
Jay being taken aback a little bit by Mobast's aggressive attacking from the outset.
And that's a good, successful pass for the Carson Gracie competitor. It's going to be hard to keep Herridge on his back here, though, I would think.
Jay needs to, well, he's into mount now.
Well, I don't know if you can hear that coming through, but we're hearing punish him coming from Simon Hayes and the Carson Gracie contingent, basically saying, you know what, he's had enough of this match. Let's really try and put the pressure on him now.
Yeah, Jay's pace is definitely slowed. Jay is not in a good position under here. Mobast has a high mount position.
Yeah, look at those ankles just riding those hip bones. And oh,
he's off.
An armbar falling off the platform. Well, that's unfortunate. We're going to have to restart standing in the middle again. Hopefully he's okay here. Ollie Geddes just asking for the belt to be fixed here. And Jay Herridge, is he perhaps a little bit tired here,
Yeah,
Dan?
he's blowing.
He's still got 9 minutes left in this one.
Yeah, that does not bode well for young Jay.
Mobast, I think, is got to stand tall and take some deep breaths and look oppressive and aggressive here.
Sitting into guard. Jay really needs to switch on. He looks like he's been a little bit disheartened by many of his submission attempts being thwarted early in the match.
Oh,
he really
lovely
needs to switch
Granby,
back
though.
on and start attacking like he was earlier on. He's
Now,
got the energy in him. Big slam takedown. He rolls. He gets on top.
great bit of wrestling from Herridge there to survive the position, but Mobast is just immediately off balancing, looking for those inverted guard positions again.
Yeah, Mobast is not uncomfortable at all off of his back. Inverted, twisted.
And Jay Herridge really looking like he's got nothing left. I mean, I know he's dealing with a slightly bigger competitor, but do you think it's just anxiety and adrenaline has maybe got the better of him here, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to remember what a lot of people don't realize, because of the level and the skill that these two competitors are showing, these are kids, 17, 18-year-old kids who are not fully in control of or experienced enough to know how to control adrenaline,
Heart
to know
rate.
how to, exactly. These are kids. Jay is someone who is very aggressive. He goes 100%, and because of that, in these long matches, if he doesn't get the submission early, he can gas out a little bit, which is what we're seeing now.
Yeah, big inversion to the leg drag for Hussein. Finds
This-
himself in side control again.
This was very close early in the match.
Yeah, and Ollie Geddes
Jay-
is going to reset us in the middle, and you've got to say, momentum-wise, Hussein is starting to get the better of this one, Dan.
To be honest with you, it was almost day and night, the difference. As soon as Jay locked on that footlock that was changed over to the other side, you know, the one that almost went off the stage, as soon as they restarted after that, Jay has just kind of, he's faded. He's faded quite badly, and Mobast is really taking full advantage.
Well,
He
looking
doesn't
to-
seem tired at all.
Looking to bridge out again, Mombasa letting him, looking for the omoplata. Herridge trying to spin round and defend.
If that arm comes out, he could switch straight for that far side armbar. The problem is here, Mobast just has more go in him.
Yeah,
Jay is on the defense, so all of his submission attempts are counter-attacks, which is much harder to do.
And he's going to get the choke here.
Now.
And this is the choke. I think Herridge is going to have to concede this. Knife hand choke in as he moves to the back. Hussein finishes this one.
Beautiful display of jiu-jitsu from Mobast. A good fight, and finally finishing with the choke.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for both warriors this evening. And introducing your winner by submission, Mobast Hussein.
I'm here with Mobast. Mobast, did you feel your opponent was starting to tire midway through that match?
Yeah, as soon as I started going for a few submission attempts, I saw him tiring out, and I knew I had the match.
How was your preparation for this? What kind of thing were you working on in the run-up to deal with, you know, a 15-minute submission-only match?
Well, I trained as normally because back at Carson Gracie, we all train hard, and we're always prepared for events like these.
You got a couple of other Carson Gracie fighters coming up later. You looking forward to seeing them on?
Yeah, already 2 of them have won, and I'm in no doubt that Sam Gibson will win in the super fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can look forward to that later. Sam Gibson taking on Ross Nichols. But right now, round of applause for your winner, Mobast Hussein!